Dan Lydiard played his way into a spot in tonight's run-on team, as did Ben Youngs. Welcome back to Melbourne. Listen to that roar for the British and Irish Lions. That's incredible. Coach Warren Gatland has made 5 changes to the starting team. Marco Vunipola, Jeff Parling, Dan Lydiard, Ben Youngs and Tommy Bowe are the new boys, hoping to celebrate a series victory after 80 minutes. There's Brian O'Driscoll. He knows this ground. Marco Vunipola. The Tom Richards Cup is the prize for the team that can win the series. And the Lions lead 1-0, looking to wrap it up tonight. The Wallabies looking to force it aside. And it's Beale firing it out. Tamani back in Wallaby goal. It fires out the back and more. Under some pressure there from Alan Wynne-Jones. Positive start by the Lions. And they turn it over. Brilliant stuff. Great field position for early attacking Raiders. Vunipola has a run. Youngs, Sexton. Now O'Driscoll puts it on the toe. Genia fires a wild one out to Beale. It comes off though, and Beale puts it into touch. Let's go sideline. Rod Kafer.
What a start. Great bit of rugby to start us off. The Lions are up for it. The atmosphere down here is unbelievable. The noise will be really difficult for the teams to deal with that. I'm sitting here next to Nathan Sharp.
And they win it through Jones, Alan Wynne-Jones. Managed to get in the middle of it, but they're still heading towards the try line. The Lions, and again the Wallabies bring it down. Advantage being played here. 5 metres out.
Use it! Got a penalty coming, the Lions.
One Young's brother to the other. Ben to Tom. It, and so they'll come back for the penalty though. There's an advantage being played.
Here comes a warning about a yellow card.
So that's 2 consecutive mauls in a row that have been collapsed. That one was clearly number 8. If it happens again, if the trend continues here, the next guy goes to the bin. Yes, please.
Yeah. The old 12, 13-man line out. The Lions put all their backs in, or nearly all their backs. They had to catch the ball and go from there. I think Wycliffe Parley wouldn't have had much of an option. Interesting there. I thought the Lions may continue to press with another 5-metre line.
Probably a good penalty in the end.
His kicking coach is out there behind him again. And this time it won't hit the crossbar. It sails over the bar. And so they have some reward for dominating the opening 9 minutes territorially anyway. It is the Lions leading the Wallabies by 3-0.
You're not wrong. 85% of this first 10 minutes has been played deep in the Wallabies' half.
Tom Youngs to Parling, down to Youngs. Warburton giving it to Davis, his Welsh teammate. Now there's the kick from Youngs, and Tamani will have to go high, and he takes it, and Tamani down the touchline as well to come in the field of play and makes it to the Lions' 10-metre mark. Genia, now Beale into first receiver. Connor looking for runners, Lealiafano. Short ball from Genia to Alexander that time. Again, not a lot of room over there, and they cough it up. And Beale now with Falau, hasn't had an opportunity. North holds on. Falau pops the pass out. There's a wild air swing over there, but the Wallabies still have it. Gee, Lydiard was a mile offside, and they've got it.
He's missed timing and it cost his team 3 points.
Lealiafano bringing it around, and he steers it through. 9-all. Three from three for the man from the Brumbies. Didn't get to see him in this sort of form last week because of that early head knock.
Props often like to try and line up head to head just to gain an advantage. The referees have to be very hard on them to make sure they stay within the rules.
Touch! Sets!
12-9, that was the score at half-time in favour of the Lions. A big shove coming and they get the penalty. 17. Tactically, they've been very smart this evening. Halfpenny.
Oh, he's got the distance.
The distance is fine. The direction is fine. It's over. You cannot give him a sniff inside your own territory because he will bang them over from anywhere. Now it's Kepu. Nice and low. Tongan on Tongan. Went straight into Vunipola. Inside ball from O'Connor, but pretty much telegraphed that one. Genia, he's been well controlled around the rucks this week. He gives it to Folau. He gets up and goes again. Genia, O'Connor, inside ball, Horwell. Rob Simmons.
The Wallabies haven't spread here. They're all within one goalpost to the sideline of the field. Now they're pulling some width. They've got
and Genia needed a runner.
I think the runner got knocked over.
Pick and go here from the Wallabies.
Liam Gill isolated.
Come for!
Stephen Moore. Hooper.
Use it! Onside.
Genia goes to O'Connor. Chance here. Try time. Ashley Cooper. Kick to come.
Oh, 15 faces in. O'Connor danced across to the left-hand side. You thought maybe he was going to have another go at himself. The defence came at him because that's what they're used to seeing him running his own. And Adam Ashley Cooper has run one of the great angles. Well, he runs those ones all the time on the left side of the field. Might be something like his last 4 visits here at Etihad Stadium. He scored a try, but that is a beauty after 15 phases of build-up. Have a look. O'Connor takes it relatively flat. Sucks in the defence, and quite simply, Jonathan Davis could not get across quick enough.
It's the first time we've almost seen James O'Connor square up the shoulders when he's attacked the line. He's got himself into that position where he can interest 2 defenders. Took the ball at the line. Adam Ashley Cooper, a beautiful line.
Whoa. Great time to break a long drought. His first try in his last 18 tests.
Would I be correct? This is one of his great grounds. I'm sure it's 4 tries in his last 4. Incredible stuff. But that line, he's been looking for an opportunity the last 2 weeks. They just haven't been coming.
And he did it in front of 56,771 people at Etihad Stadium. A bumper crowd, and now spare a thought for this young man trying to give the Wallabies the lead, trying to keep the series alive. Would have preferred a closer one than this with all this pressure.
Goal kickers always say these are the moments they live for.
Christian Leofano. And it's coming around nicely, and it's over!
Brad tells it.
16-15. Leofano telling his troops there is time. They go to the back, and it's tapped down, and it's there for Hooper. Now can they milk a penalty, and that will be the ball game, you would think. Stephen Moore.
3 more pick and drives. Good
Now
ball.
Liam Gill.
Let go, right off your feet!
No, it's still there for the Wallabies.
Hands on, play on.
on your feet, goals.
30 seconds, Sharpie.
Critical here that the forwards stay on their feet, because if they go to ground too early or they seal off the ball, that'll be a reverse penalty or a penalty to the Lions, which will give them an opportunity. They've got to be clinical in their clean-out work here.
Somewhere the ball is under there. Now it's Liam Gill. Got away from one tackle over the gain line.
Watch the clock, 7 to go.
Penalty against the Wallabies, holding on.
Holding on.
It's not over yet.
No time for a line-out. They're going to have to run.
Can somebody pull a bit of magic out of the box for the Lions now?
10 goals.
Murray Hibberd.
Rockton goals.
A huge tackle's what's required for Wallaby fans.
O'Brien. Oh, he lost it, I think. No, it went backwards. Such drama. It went backwards. Now it's Sexton. Sexton. Oh. He gets up and goes again, and they're getting towards that goal-kicking range.
Let it go, goals.
Penalty on halfway. They were told to let it go, and they didn't.
No clear release. Roll away.
Oh, my goodness. What a finish. They were 8 seconds away from going to a decider in Sydney, and now it is going to be a lot of pressure
Decision
on the Lions kicker, Lee Halfpenny.
Yep.
The decision is to go for goal, no doubt about that. It's right on halfway, so Lee Halfpenny. Oh,
He's just tried to creep forward about 8 inches, yep. It's on the other side of his own side of the halfway, which makes it 55 metres to the line. This has to be a 60-metre kick.
on the line.
This is a huge
Hands
kick,
down,
not
no
just in
movement.
terms of the scope of the series, but of distance. We've seen him hit one from a bit closer in tonight and miss one from a bit closer in tonight.
he's looking to become the equal best Lions kicker in a test match with 6 penalty goals. The series is on this Lee Halfpenny. 50 and a bit metres, 15 in from touch.
It's short.
It's short. He's not going to make it. And Will Genia kicks it into the stands. The stands full of amazing rugby fans. 56,771. And somehow the Wallabies have won it. They were their own worst enemies for most of the match. Look at the enjoyment there. Oh, James Horwell reduced to tears of joy.
He's the man who made a decision to go for a scrum rather than putting into touch or taking points with 10 to go. So bold. It didn't come off for 3 minutes after that decision.
16 points to 15.
What
The
a game.
Wallabies and the Lions are going to Sydney for a decider. Such drama. High tension.
Oh, ups and
the
downs.
fans.
He just tried too hard, Halfpenny. We now know that 48 metres is his range. When he had to push that extra 8 metres, it was too much. Look at Horwell. Raw passion the whole game. He may not even be here, be in Sydney for the next test match. He's going to have troubles with the judiciary.
Well, he heads back to the judiciary on Monday night. The IRB appealing his not guilty verdict earlier.
Look at the tears. Horwell.